Hey, what's up, everyone? My name is Lionel. Hey, I'm your host for LT Productions, and you are watching I Watch You Watch. We're covering a new reality show that I have never covered before. It's not new, it's been a great brand for a very long time. It's the Chasing Reality series. In specifics, this is Chasing Dallas. This is season 6, episode 1. And I appreciate everyone for coming to my channel. Thank you for your views. Thank you for your support. You can also support by liking this video. You can share it, and you can leave your comments below. If you are new, welcome. If you are old and spectating, welcome. If you are old and hating, welcome. But act right while you're here. And if you are not subscribed, go on and subscribe. All right, so let's get into this episode. Okay, so for me, the reason I really enjoy what I watched, my first experience of watching anything from the Chasing Reality series network, I watched Chasing Orlando, and I know that was a new show. I did not review it, but I enjoyed what I watched. When I watched this premiere episode of season 6 of Chasing Dallas, I loved it, and the reason I loved it is because I didn't come in with any preconceived opinions about anyone. I didn't know anything. I don't know who I need to rock for as of yet. And also, for me, I laughed a lot. And I didn't have to watch in, I don't know, like a defense mode. Or watch in some type of way, I gotta look out for this. Is this gonna be problematic? Da, 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 da. Not saying any of that stuff is not happening over here. But it was just a relief from watching more of the other grounded shows or popular shows that have been around forever and a day, because I've been looking for something else to just sink my teeth into, where I can just enjoy the show and not have to, I don't know, be so critical and be so emotional in a way that I don't want to be. I don't know, it's just how I feel. But if anyone else feels that way, cool. But anyways, if I can, I want to push this brand as much as possible for the space I do have and the platform I do have. So we begin this episode with someone. His name is Jeffs. I'm saying someone, I don't know these folks, so no disrespect if you've been popular and popping out there. So he is going to be having a pink party. He calls himself the Peruvian Prince. He's going to be releasing his music video, and only the baddest itches. I gotta be YouTube friendly, so I'm not saying all the cuss words. So he's planning it all and making sure that he has the venue, and he calls one of his friends, Robert Ray. He says he's not able to make it, but he's going to be sending a few baddies his way, because that's the only people that Jeff actually likes to hang around. He then speaks to security, and we start getting some flashbacks, because he says that everyone's invited if you're 21 and up and you have your ID, because alcohol will be served. I'm glad that he's responsible and knowing he don't want those type of popo problems. So he tells his security, the one person who's not allowed to come, his name is Donnie. All I can say is I laughed and cringed in a I don't know you way, but I was like, is this really happening? We'll get to him later on in the episode. But we do find out that they have beef, Jet and Donnie. And they're both rappers. Donnie's going to tell us later that Jet has been dissing him in one of his songs. I do have a thought about that. But obviously he's upset about that, but we'll get to that in just a few minutes. On the other end, Jet has been saying that Donnie's been harassing him online. I guess it's not to the point where Instagram or whoever social media platform it is, it's not that dangerous, like where he has the authority or at least the ammunition to get him kicked off or whatever, but he's just really tired of that mess, and he don't want any mess for his pink party. Totally understandable. All right, so the next person we meet, his name is Ted Lee. I think I'm saying it right. He's a returning cast member. So is also Jet. I guess he's been on other seasons or whatever. He says that he's managing properties on the HOA side. I did watch the after show or after party. and got a better understanding as to what he's doing. And he's not a leasing manager, but we'll get into that in just a second. We meet a mother, or I meet mother. I think she's been on the show before. Mother has a skirt line that she is making. It's kind of more authentically. You see some of the skirts are kind of like wrapped, like it looks like a skirt, and then like their pants are flared out, kind of like a skirt, but like longer skirts as far as what I was seeing. But we're going to see during the season, Mother trying to manifest her clothing line for this design for a skirt line. Teddy Lee and Jeff, they link up, and Jet's purpose of meeting up is, I guess they knew each other from previous seasons, and Jet wants to know, does Teddy Lee have my back, and do we have each other's backs? I guess there's been some trouble in the water between those two, but they've had this type of love and hate relationship, and right now we're going to try the love thing, especially with new cast members on, so that there isn't some type of takedown or gang up. Let's see. So they met 5 days prior to the pink party thing. Not thing, but event. They catch up. Jeff says only bad itches are invited to the party. He invites Teddy Lee to come. Jet tells Teddy about Donnie. He's like, no, that's the only person that's not going to come. And I believe that Teddy knows Donnie too, because I guess Donnie's an old cast member. Teddy is going to be starting up his makeup remover line. And I guess there's been some history of Teddy not producing certain things, but they were like, yes, it's going to be released. He's done some other things, and Teddy Lee also wrote a book. I think this was last season or whatever, but a lot of people have been shady. I guess there's been some type of history of Teddy Lee. You don't really know what he's going on. He's bringing stuff to the forefront, but it looks like it's fake, or it's looking like I'm just doing this for the camera, but there's no really follow-up or any manifestation for certain things. They talk about a little bit, or hinting that he's got rented men or whatever. I don't know. I can't judge all that because I ain't seen him with no man. So, whatever. I don't have no opinion about it. I'm just going to table it, and that's just that. But yeah, he wrote a book and I guess released it maybe last season, and multiple people in their confessionals was like, nothing was there. Dirt and grass. I said, Lord. I put the dirt and grass on there. But I'm like, okay. Y'all was not really featuring him. So, yeah. So we move on to Kelly Love. Kelly Love is a celebrity hairstylist. She comes from Kansas City. She's a content creator. We also meet Lamont. He's a barber stylist that recently moved to Houston. Also, Kelly Love moved to Houston, or Dallas, I mean. Both of them Dallas. We also meet another character, Chloe. Chloe has a business called Graphics by Chloe. She came up with this business when she was, I think she said she was trying to get up out of the streets at that point. So look, do what you got to do. And you're doing something legitimate, so let's get to it. Chloe called Robert Brain, the dude that was talking with Jeff Jets at the beginning of this episode, called him daddy. I was confused because someone else, her name is Rachel, who has a lip gloss line, that's a part of the cast, called Robert Brain her husband. So I'm like, what's going on here? I need one called him daddy and another one calling him husband. So Robert, you a pimp? I'm just asking. Somebody help me out as to what's going on here, cause that's too many right there that's claiming you as something, as someone significant in their lives, and it sounds very romantically. So somebody clear that up for me in the comments, please. We meet also, or I mean, Sean and Jayla. Somebody's a makeup artist. Oh, who? Wait. Is it Sean? I think it's Sean. I think I wrote it down wrong. If Jayla. Somebody's a makeup artist. Somebody's in the cleanup business, and also a content creator and social media marketing. I think Jayla was the one. that has all this going on. Sean, he was on last season. Sean and Jayla, they meet up. Sean wants to express, I'm kind of really wanting to step away from the group. A lot of things happened to him season 5. But before he goes, he has some things that he wants to get off his chest. We find out a little bit later that Sean didn't make it to the reunion. And I'm sure that in any reality series that has a reunion, if you don't show up for the reunion, then that's a big no-no. We found out a little bit later that he's claiming to be sick. And some people are like, if you're sick, then you're sick. And I think one of his friends ended up calling him out. Like, you know better than that. But anyways, yeah, he said he wants to address a few people. And he was also inviting Jayla to the pink party. So, the party has commenced. Or at least started or whatever. Or at least people are meeting up. I think it was Teddy Lee. Teddy Lee ended up saying something while at the pink party that there's an elephant in the room. Sean took that personally. Sean's a little bit on the bigger side, the thick side, I'll say it like that. And he took that literally, and he thought that Teddy Lee was being shady. Teddy Lee in the after party or after show said that that's not what I meant. There was some stuff from last season where there's an elephant in the room. So I guess he got that cleared up pretty quickly, whatever. Okay, so at the pink party, other people have started showing up. Rachel, she's looking for her husband, Robert, which I'm lost. Because if he told Jet that he wasn't going to be there, and if that's your hubby, then how come you don't know where his whereabouts is? I think he said he was going to be in Orlando or Tampa, one of those towns or cities in Florida. Yeah, Sean said he was sick as to why he didn't come to the reunion. Rachel, I think it was like Sean, Rachel, some of the other ones. The new guy, was his name, Lamont, was outside, and they were just trying to see who do they know. They don't really know. Somebody shaded and said, well, it looks like there's only 25 people, and if Jet is popping like that, where are the people at? I'm like, you can invite people, that don't mean they coming. So I don't know. Until I see more, I can't judge on that. Sorry. Rachel and Chloe have a history. There was some type of beef. Chloe was trying to confront Rachel on some he said, she said type of mess. Well, there was supposed to be a fight, but Chloe backed down and just said, I don't want to fight. She don't want none of that. So they're cool, or at least coolish. So then they start talk about Chloe. Chloe came in. She got on a blonde wig, got on this white fur. I don't know what the temperature is outside, but but they was talking about it. Like why she got on this fur. But then when the camera zooms in and the butt cheeks are out. I don't even know if you have underwear or whatever. And this is something I will be critical of. Chloe, if you don't know these jokers and you coming by yourself, and even though if you don't have no beef, I would not have had my ass out. Literally or figuratively. Now, you didn't do nothing during this party as of yet. I mean, the fireworks are going to start in just a few minutes anyway, so, without you. But anyways, yeah, I wouldn't have came. Especially when you don't know these folks, at least as of yet, or you have somebody to back you up. You never know who's on, what time anybody's on. You want people to be respectful to you, but don't give people a chance to come at you in any way. That's my opinion. Be who you are. I just wouldn't be as comfortable around strangers, in my opinion. So we meet a new guy. His name is Zesty, and that's what we're gonna call him, and that's how he is. He comes from Bakersfield, California. I know I've heard of Bakersfield, never been out there before. It's because of a job that I used to have where I know a lot of stuff gets shipped there. It's more, I don't know the whole type of area, but I at least knew the area of where he comes from. He sells life insurance. He has a lip gloss line. He drives trucks. And he's got a mobile party business called a 6 o'clock, like a bartender type business. So he meets up with Jet, and Jet invites him to the pink party. I guess that's his interest into the group, at least having him as a friend or whatever. Yeah, That's a lot that you got going on, Zesty. And I'm not mad at it. If you can handle it, if you can do what you need to do, my hat's off to you. So Zesty seems like a very interesting character, and we're gonna see what's up. Another guy, his name is Rio. Rio has this entertainment company called Reckless Dolls. He provides any entertainment that you want for any type of party. That's from bottle girls to bartenders, strippers to exotic dancers, and probably more. Rio's the type of person that, I'm coming to this party, I'm not really used to hanging around a bunch of gays. And that is also not unheard of. Now, people will be like, what's wrong? You must be anti-gay, or you self-hating. No, that is not what it means. That's not necessarily what it can mean. Some gay men can be homophobic because of learned behavior, and they take that over into the community and all that good stuff. However, if your experiences have been something, you may just have a small little circle of gay friends, or it's just like, I'll be over here and you can stay over there due to some experiences. Everybody's experience is not the same. And some people would be like, okay, we need to stick together as a community because you have a whole world against us. Yeah, I think that if the community was on more of a one mind and really looking out for each other and not being spiteful, jealous, and mean and all this other stuff that comes with the community, I think that the gays could hang with each other, or the queer community, I'll say it that way, could be more tighter. But if you have your certain relationships or you're able to be around a bunch of gays, we celebrate you. Do what you do. But I do understand where Rio can come from in regards to that. Rio is shady, and I feel like he's very effortless in his shade. Like, you really gotta, sometimes I think you're gonna have to just catch what he's saying, because a lot of times he is shady and witty with it, that if you're not really paying attention to him, he would have just shaded you on down and you wouldn't even know it. So he's talking about the decorations at Jet's party. Talking about, I see some Dollar Tree decorations. I thought at least there would be an open bar. Where's the entertainment? I guess it's just him. It's a music video release. I mean, you could add some openers, possibly Jet. Some other people that probably could have attracted more of a crowd, since people are saying that you only had 25 people there. So I don't know. But we, just giving you some suggestions. We meet another guy at the party. His name is Glenn. Glenn is famous for another reality show called Rookies. I don't know. I've never heard that show, so I will be excited to hear what he brings to the platform. So, the party has started, or not even started yet. Donnie, who has a problem with Jet, he gives his little feedback. At first I was liking him, and not saying I won't like him later on, but I was like, okay, he seemed cool in these confessionals, and he says that he was invited, but then when he gets there, security stops him right at the door, and how he's acting like, well, I'm here, so let me in. Somebody came out to greet him, I forgot which one, but then later on, Jet, he said, I came to check some itch's temperature. I said, what does that mean? So I found out what that means, and basically, I guess it's like this thing of like, do you need that? We're gonna go and fight, basically. I said, oh, okay. So Jet, he comes out and just says, blah, 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 blah. And then Donnie says, are you 100 degrees? And he said it over and over again. I'm like, what? I guess this is about checking his temperature, but Jet has a song where he says that he's 100 degrees. Jet, I'll say this much, how you're coming off right now, you seem like a fan. And it kind of can be a little bit clout chase-ish. Because you're trying to, how can I say this? Those type of people that will try to beef with someone that might be at a higher level than them, and you try to steal their fans, and as long as you're in beef with this person, you get that type of clout and you get that type of fame, and then people come to know you a lot better because of the beef that you have with someone else. That's what it's giving thus far, but it's just the first episode. Because it's like, okay. But this is what I know. I'm not even a real big rap listener. I know some of the beats more than the actual songs out there and the artists out there. I thought the rules were if someone's dissing you on a track, you get in the booth and you diss them back. You come to a video premiere release party to try to ruin that event. Me personally, that wasn't the time or the space to do that. I'm not saying that you don't have a right to confront him or whatever, do that. But at this event, so you want to ruin stuff that's going on with him. No, especially if you're a rapper and you are on a professional level, that's not the place to do it. But I guess we needed some rah-rah to kick off this season. But the way he was coming at him, I was like, okay. Like, and I don't like to be derogatory, but I don't know how to explain it more. So no disrespect. It's like an animal trying to get out of the cage to attack him. It was kind of like, ooh. So the argument, fight, or whatever moves on outside. I forgot who it was. Was it Zesty? Zesty comes out to try to take up for Jet. And he's handling them, but Donnie has his friend with him also. Now, you came there specifically to fight, or at least to be disruptive. You brought this friend so that you could have some backup. You started that, and you wanted problems at his thing, and I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. So, it kind of ends on a high note, and I think that we're going to get to the second half or the conclusion of whatever happened. I don't know if anyone fought because it don't look like anybody fought. But anyways, again, I'm enjoying the season, and it's just a big relief to just watch a reality show or a show and just love it. So shout out to the creator. I believe I heard his name is Ontario. I don't know your last name. I apologize. Shout out to the cast and crew. I appreciate everyone for coming to the channel. So expect reviews either Fridays or Saturdays after the episode does air. It does air on YouTube every Thursday, I think at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So check it out, or 9 o'clock. I think it's 8 o'clock. But anyways, check it out, and let's just enjoy this season and see what it gives. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And until the next one, peace.